Real life street story. We got a real legend and a Texas legend, a worldwide legend in the building, man. We got Lil Keke in the building, finally with us. You did what I'm saying.
Thank y'all for having me, bro.
Hey man, hey, Lil Keke, man, this gonna be one of the ones, man. We've been dying to have you, man. When we started this platform, it was to attract people like yourself to come to the platform. When we think of Street Stars, you the epitome of what we talking about. Somebody that's been putting in work. Everybody love, respect you, man. We just here to give you your flowers today, man.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Big salute to y'all. Y'all doing great.
First and foremost, man, I watched the Double Cup movie, man. Why was you on? You was on bullshit. You was wilding in that movie, nigga.
What I try to do, man, is I try to get my adversary on the right way. But I tell people all the time, that was our first opportunity at really doing some film shit. So, man, it's just like the music thing for me. I just try to put a great effort into whatever I want to do. Yeah. We didn't get to really practice it how we want to. We kind of did it on the go, reading the script right there. I know I did. I'm on ad-lib and reading it right there. But it was a great opportunity to get in that space. So whatever I try to do, I just try to put a good effort into it. And we watched it the other day, and I was a little happy with my own self about the effort I put in.
Yeah, I went to the Dallas premiere, and you know, Slim was there. And I just remember everybody was genuinely laughing at the movie. Like, y'all cast it so well as far as the cops, funny as hell, Smackwater, crazy, Slim, Propane. You played your role to the T, man. Like, for you, is there a Double Cups Part 2 in the making? Like, because it ended off on like one of them cliffhangers where...
I think that Slim project, I got something in the making myself. We trying to get ready to, man, I tell people all the time, man, from a cassette to a CD to a stream, now to this. You know what I'm saying? We just try to get into these spaces, into these, and, you know, and capitalize on them, monetize off them and do the things. So we got a couple more coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on one myself. It's going to be a little different. Probably not going to be a comedy, but the Double Cup, I think Slim want to do a part 2 to that. We kind of just did it on the go. I was kind of the last one they casted, just called me out the blue key, man.
That's
you think
crazy.
you do it? And I'm like, man, I'm going to come over there, and I knocked it out. So that gave us the fuel, man, to do more. So we got another one in the making, a couple more, actually.
Got you. And while we're on the topics of movies, man, I remember a while back seeing a DJ Screw trailer. Okay. And I don't know if it was a real movie, but it was man, the trailer looked so good, captivating. I was ready for the movie, but it never came out.
Well, I think, I tell people all the time, doing this is no different than the music. You kind of got to know where you're going before you get ready to do it. I think the people who was putting it together, shout out to Chill and them, they did the best they could do, but they didn't have it settled where they was going with the movie first. You know what I'm saying? How they was gonna put it out, what they was gonna do, and it took legs fast. Once they dropped that trailer and the shit, people so enthused and trying to hurry up and see the story of Screw and the people who want to have different things to say about it. So I think, man, if he would have kind of lined it up, when I say him, because we all kind of played a part in, but if he would have kind of lined it up, it would have came out the way. So I think the expectation of the movie made him rush into something different than what it was, instead of doing actually what y'all seen on the trailer. But it's still in the making, and you're gonna get to see the real thing.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, you are a rap legend, and you know, this movie, what are some of the things you had to do to take from the rap to the movie role that helped you play your character?
Effort. Me, that's just like right now. I don't smoke and shit for movies and shit. Movies, interviews, features, going to do a show. So I took that same thing over there to be focused, man. Like when I go back and look at my younger days, man, we high, mauve, white, eyes, red, crazy on these films. Now these pictures and shit show up. So one of the things I just took from over there was the professionalism that I've earned over the last, you know, few years, a decade, I would say, just doing it the right way, just trying not to be high doing everything. So you can remember, words can be clear, and people can see that we taking the thing serious. So when we tell them we doing something again, so that was one of the main things that I took over there, just the effort and the professionalism of how I'm doing things, period, right now.
You know, one of the things I've seen you do a lot on your page now for a long time is speaking in a motivational aspect. Mm-hmm. When did you feel the need to start giving back that type of game or giving back a message to the people?
Once I'm a gangster, man, from the streets, you know what I'm saying? But people follow me for so much, you know what I'm saying? For cars, women, jewelry, money, talking about shit. So I didn't see why they wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go the way like a preacher way. This is kind of like on some, if it's for you, it's for you. If it ain't, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because I mix it kind of around. I'm going to show you a little bit of my rap career, show you how we living a bit. And then at the same time, I try to do a little motivation. If you run through my page, ain't no smoking on there, no hoes, disrespecting no women, none of that. And that don't make you not be able to be fly. That don't make you mad to be able to be in the in crowd, whatever it is. I'm able to still be a legend, still be one of the real ones, talk shit a little bit, but at the same time, try to motivate these cats to get some money, man. Stay out of jail, take care of your kids, do something different than what we was raised to do. And I can still tell it to you in a gangster way. They didn't follow me so many years behind everything that I was talking about. I didn't see why they wouldn't do that.
Amen. You know, Lil Keke, like, you still put out quality music. You got a single out right now, Tell Me.
Yeah.
And shout out Trillar. He one of my favorite videographers, definitely from Houston. You know what I mean? Y'all make magic when y'all do y'all music together. For you, you know, you have so many classics in the tuck, yet you still make so many new songs. Does that ever collide when people are trying to get into Lil Keke because they still love the old Keke? Or
yeah.
So is it one of those things was like, yeah, nigga, I know I made the South Side, I did all that, but check out my new shit still
It
jamming.
collides all the time, but I tell people this. For me, man, it's crazy because we make all that new music. I'm talking about I do a tape every year, do great. My fans, they love it. And we go to them shows and perform them old songs all day. Goddamn South Side, we go perform the same old shit. But I would say this here, man, like the reason that I'm able to do it like that because I'm from a buying fan base. My fan base is from a long time ago. It done spread it over 3 generations, man. You can be 3 people in the car listening to my music. It can be your uncle. It can be his 10-year-old, his girlfriend is 10 years younger, and then her daughter. They all listen to the South Side or something new. So for me, man, the new music is more of a testament to still being able to do it. You know what I'm saying? My fan, like, I'm not tapped into who ain't tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason I'm able to still make this music because my fans demand it. They still buying it. They still streaming the video. We still get paid. So I'm still put a great effort in to do it. I don't rap on every beat I get no more. Like me and Mr. Lee that tell him, man, he send me 10, 20 beats. I may get 3 or 4 of them. Not saying all 20 of them ain't great. It just, that's the way that I'm into it now. For my fans getting up still buying this merch, coming to these shows, streaming these albums, allowing me to live how I'm living, it makes me put that kind of motivation and that kind of effort into doing the music because they still buying and they still doing it. But it do get crossed up because a lot of people, you know, it's a lot of people that's Lil Keke fans. They might not be Don Key fans. You know what I'm saying? They might not have switched over to that. But I try to keep it a little gangster with both of them.
When can you say you actually made that transition from Lil Keke to Don Key?
Everybody didn't accept that first. Let me tell you something, man. Like, I started it. I'm big in the mafia. That's my big thing anyway. That's what the commission and the 7 families and me talking like that anyway. I'm a big mafia fan. But when I first came from Don't Mess with Texas and went into It Was All a Dream and started kind of talking like that, a lot of people wasn't ready for it because they were just Lil Keke fans. You know what I'm saying? And it was a trick like that. When I first started with Instagram, it was one of my fans that told me. When I first started with Instagram, I started off just putting names on there and I put Don Key on there. I probably had about 30, 40,000 fans. A fan left me a comment and said, hey, we love Lil Keke the Don, but put your page under Lil Keke, man, because that's who, and when I put it under that, it sprouted and all the numbers and the followers and all the shit came. So for me, man, even though I started talking and switching and saying the Don around, It Was All a Dream, like my 2nd or 3rd album, I earned his name. So it feel better for me. I tell people all the time, like if I walk in and somebody call me Don Key or whatever, that's the glory of it because it's not nothing given. I earned the name now. This is what it is. So for me, I've been transitioned to it.
Now, you were an artist that was able to step in the lane that a lot of artists can't step in, where you became like a timeless. So once a lot of artists plateau, they just evaporate. Mm-hmm. But you've been able to be an artist successfully your whole life. How does it feel to be in that lane where you don't fall off when it comes to the music part?
I understand the landscape of what's happening. Like for instance, my last 4 tapes, Legend, 25 Summers, Can't Rain Forever, and the new one that we done right now, Legend Hotel. If you go run through them, all youngsters, everywhere. Mexican OTs, Trap Boy, Freddy's, I don't care from here, I don't care who it is, Maxo Creams, along with the legends, Power Wow, Slim Thug, Zero, all that. I mix I do Sauce Walker, ain't nobody done missed my tape. I don't care who you is, YB, Puerto Rico, Lil Jam, I got work with all of them. Not only do I work with them, they work with me. So when they had an OG versus the young cats thing, I don't even tap in, because that's not for me. My relevance is because I was always adjusted to what's going on. I don't care what's going on, man. I'm gonna kind of adjust to it. I don't care what's fly from a drip to a this here, whatever it is. I try to tap in, and that's what gives me the opportunity to last so long, because I ain't stuck in time. I ain't trying to make people still live on the 93 Lil Keke, the 94 Lil Keke. I'm gonna tap into whatever's going on right now, whether we playing the content game or NFT. I don't care what you got. Nickel bag in the park, I want in.
So what is your mindset when one of the YNs try to hit you with the or the OG?
Oh, I embrace it, embrace it, because they know one thing. I'm young, but I'm still fly. I'm young. Yeah. I'm doing it the right way. And I tell people right now, one of the main things that I'm able to survive and do what I need to do, because I'm still telling my story now. I ain't talking about the touchdowns we ran in high school, and the crack I sold in the 8th grade. I'm still getting it right now, you know what I'm saying? And that makes it easier for the youngster to respect you as an uncle or OG when they can see your relevance and your hard work and you still going right now. The stories come out much, much easier when you telling them from this way.
You know, you come from the pop trunk era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You come from where you might go to a gas station and nigga out there rapping his heart out, giving you a tape. And for us, it made us feel the music more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, what advice do you give to an artist today who's out there trying to push their product? Because Texas always felt like did it different than everybody else.
I would say, man, what I just said, I would pick it back out something I just said. Man, I think one of the biggest things that they need to do, I told a youngster this the other day. He was like, man, I'm steady doing this and it ain't really going my way. I say, man, sometimes, man, y'all be too worried about who's not tapped in. So you too worrying about the people that you would want to be listening to it. The people that you looking at on Instagram, he fly, keeping them, they chain, they outside, the tastemakers, that's who you want. It may be a whole community of people that's tapped in, out of town, some Dallas people, a podcast people over here. You got to find out what's for you. It may not be where you want it to be. You may have 100,000 people that's feeling you over here, and the ones in the backyard and at your house, they might not be praising you at all. You know what I'm saying? So I try to tell the youngsters all the time, don't get so wrapped up into what ain't working for you. Man, hey man, you'll catch these youngsters, man, they got 100 comments. They find the 3 in there that ain't working for them, man. The negative, the people have told them what, instead of concentrating on the 97 comments that was really for them. Right. So for me, man, every time I talk to a youngster, I tell them, tap into what's for you. See what's for you first, work on that, and the rest will follow, the rest will tap in, instead of going the other way, trying to impress and go get the people who not rolling with you right now.
That's real. What are some of the things, you know, like you're still active. You're out here today, Verticals tonight. You know what I'm saying? You still pulling up at events like that. Yet you'll see some artists that ain't even really put the work in and don't attend those events. What events and things do you feel like artists should be doing and attending and putting their time and effort into?
Man, the thing is, man, a lot of us, these platforms have made us get away from the DJ and the going out. A lot of people think that they could, you know, drop albums and drop music straight off the platform. That's why albums and music come out on Fridays now and they over with on Mondays. Right. You know what I'm saying? For me, I do mine different. Like I'm on a run right now, but we're gonna do a Texas run. I'm not gonna wrap this whole run up into a week. When the album come out, I'm gonna go do some more work and still go out. A lot of them go run, do the podcast, talk to a couple DJs, do this here, do it in the first weekend, then they on to the next. You gotta start learning how to strategize and get the most out of what you're doing. I don't care, I'm giving away some game right now, but even with me, I'm dropping my album on the 28th, I'm doing the release party 2 weeks later instead of the same weekend. So 2 weeks later, we can still be talking about the album and get out. Cause y'all know these albums and this music lasts in 2 weeks right now, 30 days, and we on to the next one. The attention span is not great. So for me, I try to maximize each thing that I do. And like I say, man, my fans will give up on you. You know what I'm saying? Not telling you that they don't like you no more and they not down with you no more, but they watching your effort, they watching your output, they watching you work, and they gonna give you what they gonna give you. My fans steady buying, steady doing this because they can see me. I'm getting up, I'm shooting the videos, 2 or 3 of them for the album. I'm going out doing a podcast run. And from a performance standpoint, it's crazy. I got 4 albums dropping this year. Mine's, me and Slim, Cal Wayne's and Al D's together. And then me and Power Wow got a whole album. We just done Slab Talk. So it's all about the work, man. Work, work, work. I'm never working thinking about the money. I'm not finna drop Legend Hotel and 30 days later, the money gonna be here. In a 3-month run, I'm gonna be done 10 podcasts, 3 big shows, Power Wow birthday, this here didn't happen, the rodeo happened. It's a collaborative effort. And when those 4 months over, I can see $500,000, not from the album, but from the total effort that I put in. And that's where the artists get lost sometimes. They think that the album or the music is gonna bring it. No, it's the total effort, it's the work, and it's the money that you don't see. You gotta do a lot.
Now, you seasoned, been in the game a long time. And the new breed, the YNs, they into some more stuff.
Yeah.
How do you decide what you will be involved in and what you won't be involved in?
It's easy. I already know what I came from. See, a lot of what y'all done, I did it already. That's why I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm embracing it. And I tell people that's just like drink. I ain't talking to these niggas about no drink. That's something you got to do on. I ain't had no drink in 14 years. Nothing. Not a sip, not a deuce, not a taste, not a pour-up, not a green, not a purple, not a nothing. But I'm not over there talking to them. This is something you got to learn. Now, if you come talk to me about it, I'm going to talk your ass out of it if I can. Yeah. But I'm not knocking it because I understand the landscape of the game, how it goes with it, the drinking in the cups and all that. But at the same time, for me, like you say, I decide what I'm gonna do based on what I've been through. Rap is about 3 things, man. Where you been, where you at, and where you going. I already know where I've been, I know where I'm at, I know where I'm going. So for me, it's not a knock or not a knockdown to what they doing. I just try to lead by example. And some of the leading by example is based on what I came from.
Right. What I like about Houston is y'all have always been able to maintain what was Houston. It's like even in the moment where it looked like it was about to go into some drill, it went right back to some. It found its way back to some player shit. Do you ever? And I know you said you just said that you don't try and talk nobody out of nothing. But when it comes to the street aspect, like the drilling, do you ever be like, hey, it's a different way to do that?
What you said was important, man. We didn't have a lot of time in the talking out of it because it wasn't really our thing. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't seeing it a lot, but now it's kind of like, I got a young. You talking about them YNs? I got a son. He's a young. Right. He running around doing a bunch of things. But it's like this, man. It's all about how you trying to tell it to them. Right. The same way about how you was trying to tell it to us. Man, you just try to, at the end of the day, the game is changing, it's switching over. Some doing this, some doing this. But for me, I just try to tell them, look here, man, this ain't for everybody. And we were just talking about this. Some of these people that's bringing this beef and this drill to this music and to this atmosphere, they don't even belong in this thing. This ain't for everybody. You don't even got no people that's waking up no more saying, hey man, you know what, I tried this here. Maybe I'm gonna need to be a producer. Maybe I need to be the artist, the manager, but this wasn't for me. Man, you just got people who, man, try to do this. If it don't work for them, they just cast they feel, man. We got beef, we got shooting, and some of this ain't even for the game. Some of these people bringing this to the game, thinking it's for the game, but it is taking away the artist. So what we just try to do is keep putting out good music. I ain't sliding in my music, ain't nobody dying. I'm still cool, I'm still vibing, I'm still driving the best cars, wearing the chain, and didn't nobody have to die. Right. So I try to lead from example to show you can still live, be fly with the women, the cars, and the highs, and ain't nobody gotta die.
Man, I've always wondered, how does everybody in Houston have money? What is y'all do be shy.
I gotta drink some water.
I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all be looking
because we go to Houston often, In Dallas, it's a couple niggas with paper. You can count them.
Right.
But y'all got it to where everybody look like they got some money in Houston. What?
I'm on some old money. I wouldn't lie to you. I got some old money. You know, I'll tell you this. It goes back to basically that same point that Houston rappers, Houston period. I like this about Texas, but in our city, man, we not actually tapped into who ain't tapped in. The fan base so great. The Texas, the people. It's also detrimental because you could become a star in our city and it'll stop your mind frame from being a star somewhere else and doing somewhere because you're going outside, they saying your name, you're wearing chains, you got big, man, we look great. And it'll sometime put you in a situation where you're not able to keep on working and seeing what else for you. Right. So, man, I think it just comes from, we have a great loyal fan base, but Dallas is great to me. When you pull up anything, I got one of my people in there right now. When you pull up everything Keke related, it goes straight from Houston, straight to Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Houston, Dallas. So for me, I always come here, I always had a great rapport here, but Houston, man, we like that because they do love their legends. They do love their stars. And now, man, like I was just telling somebody, like what Bun B going through right now with the Trill Burger, and look, man, we just now getting to the Texans and the rodeos and all that. That was a lot of work, a lot of disappointment, a lot of ridicule, a lot of hate had to go with that, but go get that. And I think we are good at showing a united front. Don't think that we don't go through some shit. We do that. It's a lot of bickering to go through that, but we are a united front when it comes to represent the city.
I'm glad you said that. The Houston rodeo, because unless I'm not familiar, I've only been tapped into it for about 2 years. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us what that is about and what the experience, like for anybody who don't know?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. What's big about the rodeo? This was some shit we was going to and involved with before we got invited. Right. So we not over it. Hey man, when we wasn't a part of it from a black side, we didn't even know. We started going to this shit, representing Carnival and chasing people. We've been doing this shit. This is now us getting an opportunity to actually come in here and perform. We can't say we ever seen that. And I tell people this here, man, like some of these things that Bun getting from the rodeo to the Trill Burger, this is a testament of 15 hours, man, 15,000 hours, man. You know how much time and disappointment and royalties missed and shit that didn't get to happen and we supposed to get, and I was signed to this people and we lost this here. Yeah. It's 20, 30 years later and we're getting the fruits of the labor and getting to enjoy it. So it's all a blessing. So
is Bun B over, like, explain to me, because when I see it, I see Bun B's face as like the headliner on the thing. So is he the one orchestrating, getting that talent in right now?
Yeah, he is. He is. They gave him, that's a great, hey man, first of all, that's a big day. That's a big thing. And whether y'all know it or not, that's a big thing in our state.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey man, that shit right next to like some Super Bowl shit or something. You know what I'm saying? It brings that type of money, that type of thing. So they always had a Black Heritage Night and such. So for Bun to get that day, and the first show we had was when he brought all us out, the legends. Crazy. And man, it didn't trickle down, man. He done got the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and I don't see how he ain't gonna get no fifth one. He keeps selling out, it's different. It's gonna always be a little controversy and a little people wanna do this and that, but hey man, Bun B in Houston doing the rodeo with us, we can't find that negative in that.
So that, you know, what's disheartening about Bun B is he's always been like a staple for this, like not even for like Texas. He was the face of that shit, him and Pimp. And it's like to see people scrutinize what he trying to build with the burgers and in the rodeo. It's like, where do you think that hate came from?
Like I say, man, social media has, I tell you, man, everybody want a part of it. Yeah. You know, the money, the popularity. You got people, man, that didn't have no popularity in school, man, and didn't have nothing, and being able to say what you want to say, have an opinion. This is an opinion-based game that we in now. So I just think, man, sometime, man, we was talking about the snitch thing earlier. People who talking about the snitch thing ain't never hustled, ain't never had no money, ain't never been no jail, but that subject is a great thing for them. They bringing it up every 5 minutes, and I just blame some of it on the content. Some of what y'all hearing and some of the hate and the backlash, we wouldn't even be hearing it or you wouldn't know. I made that example on my music. Back in the game, you had to like Lil Keke for what he was. You didn't see him. Right. Now some of these artists, man, that's their detriment. They really dope. They really got some great shit to say till we see them.
Right.
Then we see them and we find out how they living, their personality, what they talking about, the niggas they fuck with, where they come from. That's the turn off. Back in the game, Lil Keke, all you knew was Southside, this and you don't know what Luckily, once you have to see me, I had things for you to see. But that's what some of us get in trouble at, because it's the mouth and the running and the talking. You might be a great artist with some great lyrics and some hell of a story, but we seen your whole game on the gram and how you be talking and looking. Now we tuned up.
Let me ask you this, paying homage, right? Let's say, you know, there's a lot of artists that grew up on your music, grew up on Screw, grew up on, is there a fine line between showing love and just straight up stealing? Like when it comes to...
Hey man, that ain't a good question for me. When you go to Screwed and I already warm me, knocking those down, chunk up the dudes, I'm a G, now I gotta work my wood grain wheel, knocking those down, draped up. All of them is Lil Keke samples. Every one of them. Every Houston artist, from a Bun B, from a Pimp C, Slim Thug, Z, I don't care who you is, you got a Lil Keke sample. I didn't use it as stealing. It played a lot into my relevance today. You know what I'm saying? Me still being relevant. Now, finally, the cake coming from it. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake and different type of samples. At first, it was like, man, now Southside, man, you see it on Megan documentary on Prime Video. You see it with Crown Raw, they using it. You see it with Booker T, basketball players, football, it's on video games now. So now, it's not so much about the stealing, it play a lot into my relevance. But if I was to tell you, I was just explaining to somebody, man, we talking about, if you want to say, we got legends with big in cars, big in fashion, big in music, big in everything. Man, if you gumbo it, fashion, music, cars, money, ridicule, whatever, hate, surviving, ain't no bigger legend than me. When you mix it all together.
Oh, no.
I done it all, from the disappointment to the ridicule, to the 30 years, to the lingo, to the talk, to the swag, to the know what I'm talking about, to these conversations, to these samples. And that's why I put my bid in as one of the bigger legends. I can't say I had the most money, the most cars, the most fashion, no, none of this here. But from a 30-year run from 9-3 to right now, I got a big gumbo of it all.
How much money do you think you're supposed to have?
Right.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Shit. Yeah. Hey, listen.
God damn.
I feel like this whole state ought to let me in on their publishing.
Yeah. What?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ought to let me in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing. Now, at the end of the day, it's not I never cry over the spilled milk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still here to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting it. I'm having more money than I ever had. Of course, I'm missing some, but as long as I got the opportunity to keep getting to it, I think I'll get what I'm supposed to get.
All right, you got to name your top 3 Lil Keke flips now.
But what?
The top 3 songs that people done remix. Like, what are the ones that you felt like stood out?
Let's give up Southside. Let's just let's leave that alone. I can't redo it. Y'all can't redo it either. Every deal I get, they try to get me to redo Southside. That ain't working. I'm not that same young cat no more. I ain't even got that voice right there no more. But I would say, man, the one that gets remixed the most by the world, if you just go, is Draped Up and Dripped Out. That particular term, I'm draped up and dripped out. That term is everywhere. And I would say, no, I'm talking about, it's just different. And man, I've stopped even looking at it like getting what, I'm happy, man. You know what I'm saying? I use it like this. If nobody wasn't stealing that or using none of that, I'd be sad today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody wasn't saying my words, redoing none of this thing. So it's always a blessing. Now I tell y'all, young art, if you put it up there, I will take it down though.
Oh, you want some Mike Jones shit?
Yeah, I'll take it
Mike
down.
Jones.
If I gotta take you down, I'll take you down. if you ain't calling me about it.
Who made up the Southside dance?
Yeah, bro. It just seemed like everybody knew how to do it. Niggas just in the club in there.
Look, man. We're not dancers, man. Let's get this shit understood. We're not, man, listen, back in the game, man, just on some, on the south side, we just shocking it. It's a turn. It goes so deep, man. It's kind of more of a hood thing, and it's going down, and it just became Hey man, that never wasn't supposed to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? That song was really more based about what we doing in the city, in the streets, in the cars, and the rolling. And the dance part kind of just took off. Man, let me tell you something. For so many years, I didn't want to fuck with that. Cause I didn't want to be known as that. I'm more into some gangster rap shit, but now Southside is bigger than it ever been. You know what I'm saying? Probably ever from a performance standpoint. You ought to see this shit at weddings, football games, play. Man, it was a time where I had took it off my show music. Like I wasn't doing it. Man, I get to the show, try to walk out there, man, hey, what you doing? And turn it on until I actually ended up bringing it back, man. And so the Southside dance, man, it really was some culture shit. It's not really like we was practicing and working on it and gonna present it. Man, we just rocking it. And that's why it became that name, because it really was just us talking about the South Side and how we rolling and popping trunk and smoking. It's a culture thing.
Who do we credit for the dance movie, though? Like, who's
me? Ain't nobody else to credit. Me.
I was about to say
No, but let me tell you something. Fat Pat is a shocker in the rock, man. We just like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to Screw Highs back then, like, we didn't know we was making this history. Like I'm telling you, like Swisher House, I always tell them, and Slim them, they went to watch, they doing tapes, they getting ready. When we were doing Screw High, this was some hood shit. So half of this history and half of this shit y'all seen, we didn't know it was coming, or we didn't know we was making it up, man. We just were doing it.
Man, you know, a lot of niggas credit Southside because it is a legendary song, but for me, what always moved me was I'm gonna be a G to the day that I die.
Yeah. True story.
Tell me how that song came to inception. Like, what was that? Like, where was you at in life? What, like, put that together for me. That studio session, whatever.
I'll tell you this. I had already did that song.
Yeah.
Before I went and did the deal with T Ferris and Swish House, I had already did that song kind of like on a mixtape. Not talking about the same thing, just the sample. Got to be a G. I had already kind of did the sample on this little smaller mixtape that I got called Teflon. So when I got ready to do the deal with Swisher House and TF Records and Fair, they asked me, did I have any songs that I want to do? I was like, I want to do everything fresh, but I'm like, I do want to bring this one. And we went and we had it. And what y'all don't know what's crazy is I did that song about 7 times. T Ferris kept making me do it over and over. I had to end up really having a meeting about it. Like, man, I'm not making this rap no more. This it. And G-Dash was the one that ended up saying, and man, what people don't know, man, that's a very, it's one of my most simplistic raps. It's a story, it's a true story. And it's one of my biggest songs ever. It's not a song where I'm really on here displaying a bunch of rap skill. It's a story. And that motherfucker became.
Well, you said I could see my T lady walking far.
That's a true story.
Nigga,
my mama don't know how to drive. Never drove a car in her life. Walked
crazy.
Everywhere. Never drove a car in her life. Rest her soul. So that, I used to really put that hand up and see my mama walking from far down there, miles and miles with the grocery bag. That's not no fake story. That's a true story.
Man, why you put Birdman on there?
That's my God, Bird. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. We tried to get Wayne.
Yeah.
We had just signed to Universal. Yeah. You can't tell me shit. I'm finna get Wayne.
Yeah.
Man, Birdman called back, said, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? He called back, I'm doing
me.
What we were gonna tell him? No. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna tell him? No. Let me tell you a slick story about that though, what was crazy. So I'm excited, man. He gonna go on do it. He ain't charging us, man. This label mate Bird finna come down here. I ain't gonna even charge y'all. Man, got right down there and charged the $15,000 for the video. In all 50s. They're bringing in all 50s. And man, that's my guy though. I love Bird, man. I love them. So the opportunity, I had just signed with Universal. I wanted to get Wayne. He heard it because we had to clear it through him. And he just, I want in. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up doing it. I wasn't gonna deny him. It ended up turning out how it turned out.
So for that Universal deal, did you sign with was you just independent, or who did you sign with someone?
What people don't know is I didn't actually do a deal with Swisher House.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I did a deal with T Ferris.
Gotcha.
TF Records, and me and him went and got a deal at Universal with
Gotcha.
Chunk Up the Deuce.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And really, to be honest, I was in trouble. I had a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I got out of trouble. I had a lot going on, but we ended up getting a deal with Universal after Chunk of the Deuce came out. Chunk of the Deuce is one of my biggest streaming songs still to today. So it just took a minute, and we did the deal with Universal. It went how it went. And the greatest thing about that, man, was I was able to learn a lot of professionalism.
Right.
I came from drinking that drink, being late, missing shows, being a thug, being all that. Once I got with T. Ferris and Power Wild, kissing the babies, Power Wild showing up on time all the time, never being late, taught me a lot. I'm his favorite rapper, but he done a lot for me in my career in that stint, and that gave me the legs to be, that's what started all that, no smoking on the road, no doing this here, set me with a lot of professionalism that I needed to be where I'm at today.
So when it looked like you were signed to Switch House, did you get any flack for that?
I got a lot of flack. Got a lot of flack because I'm the captain. You know what I'm saying? And but I tell people all the time, I'm the captain, I'm a businessman, and I'm a real entertainer. And that was an entertainer move. That wasn't a street move. I wouldn't take that back. I wouldn't give away Chunk of the Deuce. I wouldn't give away I'm a G. I wouldn't give away Gangsta Grill. I wouldn't give away 106 in Park. All the things that Keke really needed to go ahead and transition. We wasn't where we were supposed to be at the time. You know what I'm saying? From the landscape of the game. I had a big warrant, had been running for 10 years. The laws after me. So that deal did more for me than just Chunk of the Deuce and Gangsta Grill. Actually saved my life. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't take $1. See, that's the other thing people didn't know. I didn't get $1. Mike Jones was platinum, Power Wild was platinum. They had plenty of money. I didn't take $1. I just took the opportunity. I want the opportunity to get Chunk of the Deuce, get Gangsta Grill, do all the things that they need to do, the money that they had to spend, 106 in Park, the basement, the stuff that Keke deserved that he had never got. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I took a lot of flack for it, but I knew that I had the one thing that was gonna get me out of it. I was gonna rap my way out of that shit. And I did.
Man, we were just talking about, like, it seemed like Power Wild going harder as he gets older. Like
Harder. We just done an album in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got a whole one coming out. It's Slab Talk 2. It'll be out for 7/13 day. If you look at that text message, he don't like to hear from me because he think I'm just telling him. I just called Goo a couple weeks ago and told him, man, I'm so proud of Paul. He rapping.
He going
working.
crazy.
He going crazy at it. And that's my brother. You know, he do a lot for me, man. When I got out home, when that trouble that I was in, I got in some trouble. When I came home, man, Paul was taking me to shows, giving me 10,000, 12,000, doing all type of shit, you know, to get me back where I need to go. He really my brother for real. He can have a shirt off my back. So he is going hard. He working. He probably got 50, 60 shows lined up right now. I'm trying to get on 20 of them. He know that. You know what I'm saying? So he working hard and I'm proud of him.
What is it gonna take to get a Chamillionaire and Power Wild reunion, man? Look.
Chamillionaire, listen, Paul, I think he probably would actually do it. I don't know if Chamillionaire, he getting back. I seen him, we had a big show, with a big legend show probably about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
He came out, shocked the shit out of us. You know what I'm saying? We like, damn, man, that Cam like motherfucker. So he's out. And man, Cam just getting that good money out there in Cali. I don't know if he give a damn about that music like that. But it'll be a great thing, man. It's just, man, the timing of just trying to get it. Paul in this space, he in this space. But I think he coming back a little bit towards the music because I don't care how much money you get. I tell people all the time, man, that's just like us. The reason why I'm so respected, man, I'm still shooting the ball. I'm still dunking it. I'm still running the touchdown. You can get on the sideline and start coaching the game. You can win the Super Bowl. You can have, but ain't nothing like Tom Brady still throwing that pass. Ain't nothing like LeBron James still dunking that ball. That's Lil Keke. I'm still laying that ball up. So Power Wild, he doing great.
Man, how does it feel to look out in your city and see people like D-Baby, Lil Jeremy, Fast Lane, OT, like just all these amazing artists, Sauce Walker, like all these amazing artists, like
guess what? It feels more amazing when I done work with them that they didn't call for me and Mexican OT and Max O'Creen got a big song right now, War Wounds. Sauce Walker on one of my biggest songs, We From Texas, Me, Him, Slim and Row. It's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. That's why all that misconception of, that's just talk. You know what I'm saying? Because we love D-Baby, want that new D-Baby, Miss Out, I'm on it, I love it. I'm into that. Like I say, I got a young son. So I'm always tapped in, man, and that's a great thing. And what I do love about him, what I do love about them is them taking their own road to try to take it further. Because we were just locked into doing it our way, which Texas has been so great for me. So I love to see them try to go outside of what we're doing and make it bigger and do what we need to do. So it's love.
Who's the best jeweler in Houston?
Boy, this man finna get me in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man is really trying.
I hit you with that soft. I hit you with that soft shit. Then I come with
Yeah, he trying to.
All right. I know those Houston niggas cannot lie, bro. Y'all.
Johnny Thing is family first.
Let's do it. First.
Yes, first.
Johnny Thing is family first.
Yes.
Emmett is my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here with Emmett and Johnny on.
Yeah.
Both of them.
There we go.
So it's so I would say I think Johnny has got he's more monetized than everybody. But Emmett, my guy. And I grew up with them. See, when we first started with the little piece of change and corn, man, I knew Emmett when he was just his daddy's son.
Yeah.
See, his daddy is the man, got that real gold mine and everything with them little bit of gold chains on. He's really the man. You know what I'm saying? So I knew them. Him and King Johnny, they actually cousins. King Johnny and Emmett, they actually family. Grew up in the same house and everything, I think. I think they grew up in the same house. But I've been with them so young. But Johnny is our jeweler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I would say between. Now, that's no knock to, wait a minute, Iceman Nick. Boy, I'm finna get killed not saying certain shit. Iceman Nick is the man. I love all of them. Between those four, Johnny, Emmett, Iceman Nick, and King Johnny, that's Houston. Now, there's some other ones. Don't kill me. I love y'all, but those four right there, they represent.
I'm glad you said that because I need you to come with me when I go there. I need that Lil Keke look.
Yeah,
hey,
he love you.
So when you seen Mike D do that interview and that nigga shot himself,
both of them my partners.
Yeah, because Mike D came on the show. He's an amazing person. Great interview. Shout out Mike D. Man, that was the craziest viral moment. That was on the internet.
Boy, when your ass asks for going viral, you never know what it's gonna come. You never know what it's gonna be. That's crazy because at first, man, I ain't know what the fuck actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking like, man, what? I kind of looked over it. You know what I'm saying? Then I got the comment. Did y'all see Tulo? Man, that nigga done went. I'm like, man. But I tell you this here, man. For Mike, I've been knowing Mike 30 years. And he just, when that happened, if you know him, that's some wild shit that'll happen to him right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, that's something that'll happen with Mike D, something wild. So I'm happy for him. He getting his feet wet with this. I hope it go the right way. Shout out to Tulo. Tulo.
So, man, there are a lot of people that would benefit from the game that you give and the things that you've seen in this industry. Do you have any ideas of doing a podcast?
Man, y'all getting all in my bed. I ain't supposed to be revealing some of this shit. I actually got something coming. You know what I'm saying? Like what I tried to do, people been on me about that space for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I'm not gonna be 100, I'm so 100 with that music and what I do with it. Cause like I say, the music brings me multiple streams of income from the merchandise. I'm real big in merchandise. So I hadn't sat down with it because I'm about to a little bit now, because if I couldn't put the right maximum amount of effort in it to get it out of it, I didn't want to do it. But I got something coming. I didn't even want, boy, you got some good questions. I didn't even want to reveal that shit.
Because I feel like
it's coming.
You and Killer, he talks so damn much.
Right.
Like the two people in Houston that would be successful with a podcast just because of all the game.
Shit, Thug too. Thug gonna make you go viral every week.
He's just funny.
He's just crazy. We got a whole album on it. You know what I'm saying? So
with Thug?
Yeah, it's Nick. The Propane album.
Man, that Propane and Double Cups, man, say.
It's a 2-part album.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Him and Pro.
Got you.
Then me and Slim.
Got you.
They dropped theirs first, and me and him shipped. My album dropped the 28th of March next week, I think. Probably about a month and a half later. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Let me ask you this, because like when I hear Propane, he just reminds me of, like, I know he a newer act, but he reminds me like an old school Houston. He's like my favorite new Houston
He
artist.
got an old soul. He under our law.
So what I was gonna ask you is, when you think of Texas, a Texas sound or Houston sound, what do you think of? Like, what do you say that's Texas?
Man, let me tell you something. It can be all the way from a Lil Keke to a Big X to Plug. That's Texas to me. You know what I'm saying? How he doing? Man, I think, man, our biggest attribute is us sticking our chest out about how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we don't give a damn y'all don't like them swangers. We putting them hoes on them cars and popping them trunks and lowering them bumper, and we gonna talk to you about it. I'm the Slab King. I ain't got an album out in 30 years. I ain't told you nothing about the Slab. We don't give a damn. So I think that a Houston person is just, you know, and man, what's crazy about that, man, it was times in my career or early on or other ones where you don't even know how the rest of the world gonna accept what we do and how we do it, and if it's gonna equal up to album sales or platinum. Man, once we flipped out of that or not giving a damn about, it was over. It's all Texas now. You know we do it. I tell you anything. Shit, for real.
Hey, I remember I used to put the name of streets in songs. They rolling down Tidwell. Y'all used to do that shit,
that
man.
shit ain't changed. we still, I'm still telling you about Martin Luther King and Exodus. I'm over here in 610, 280. I still tell you that.
I remember, man, we used to go to Broom Bazaar, bro, and go get the tapes. Like, that was a different feeling, bro. Waiting in the line, going to holler at George,
let me
go
tell you
get
what's
the tape.
a different feeling. A different feeling is driving down here for a show and y'all on the phone saying, yeah, stop on that corner right there. When you get to that blue highs, call us and I'm gonna pull from my, ain't no navigation. That's what I'm telling you, nigga, I come from kissing babies, no navigation, pull over at the blue highs and we gonna come in my cousin. Yeah, it's a different type of thing. So hey man, I tell people all the time, I'm the king of the country. East Texas, long views, all this here. When they couldn't get Jay-Z's and all that, they were getting me. You know what I'm saying? and still to this day, these people are still supporting and buying these albums. I pull up on Tyler in a goddamn minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's love. The Texas love is beautiful. I don't think no place is like this from an independent standpoint. I don't care, California, none of that. Ain't no place like Texas.
It's different.
Now that you said that, they're saying Houston is the new place for spring break.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
Man, that was a wild ass week we just had. We ain't never. I won't. Let's not. Hey, listen. We not taking that.
Yeah.
Don't come y'all ass out there no more. We couldn't drive on. Man, this shit been crazy, man. We ain't been able to go outside the freeway, man. We mixed that with that rodeo, man. You couldn't. It's 45 minutes an hour with everything. You couldn't do nothing. So hey, spring break is not our new destination. Take y'all back to Miami. It's back open. It's back open. Go back down now. But it's love. Houston is just a tourist city, period now. You know what I'm saying? People coming here, they moving here at a high rate of speed. Y'all running up our bills. Our rents and shit is changing. Y'all need to burn back out.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie though. You get to Houston and get in. They got filet mignon oyster now. Nigga got the Gucci oysters.
Hey man, let me tell you something. From that to, hey man, we done turned the oxtail in anything.
Bro,
you can get an oxtail nacho, a goddamn oxtail sandwich. You can get anything. You know what I'm saying? So Houston, but shout out to those people, man, because the food industry, the truck, everybody eating, man. Everybody eating, man, from the food industry to the rappers to the artists. It's beautiful right now.
Man, speaking of eating, man, who was more out of line in the Turkey Hut demise? The husband or the wife, bro? Man,
we love both of them. And I think, man, Lynn, my guy, he just tough, man. He tough. I think, man, just to be honest, man, I think the turkey leg just got way bigger than any of us could ever believe. You know what I'm saying? And I think, man, that Lynn was just, he rolling, he doing his thing. And I think, man, it just got so big, man, and I told you, man, I would say they demise is social media. Because some of your dirty laundry and some of that might can get handled on your own. If it wasn't for social media, it probably wouldn't even crash everything, man. I respect Lynn and his wife, man. I really do. And I like what they did for the city. Hopefully they get it back, man. I'm always for my people. We go through ups and downs, but social media will take you down. You know
man, Shout out to the restaurant that was right across the street from the Turkey Leg.
I don't know
what the name is.
50-15?
Huh?
50-15? It was the club?
No, so there's a club. Yeah, there was a club, but there's a restaurant
directly across the street.
No, on the other
corner, right?
on the corner.
Fire.
It's like a soul food restaurant. You go in.
How long?
A food, bro.
Alfreda's.
Alfreda's.
Bro, I'm talking about. I ain't. Well, you don't fuck with that.
See, y'all.
Look, we ain't never ate in the Turkey Leg.
I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna make some Dallas people mad right now.
Let's do it.
You already know what it finna be. Bruce, you know what it finna be. Let me let y'all know this right now. Williams Chicken is not fucking with no Frenchies.
Yeah.
Tell y'all that right now.
Wait, Williams up against Frenchies though?
Wait, I don't know. We don't.
Rudy's.
Oh, that's what it is. Rudy's.
Rudy.
No.
Rudy's?
You about to have a real issue on your hands.
Oh, that's what it was. It ain't Williams. It's Rudy.
What? Chill out.
Boy, you about to have a nah, nigga.
D-Time 214, y'all my people to death.
Nah.
But Rudy's?
Nah, sir. No, sir.
You don't want to see no Frenchies.
Man, we went to French's. It was okay.
It was cool.
It was
cool.
okay.
The Chinese people can cook some chicken.
No, that ain't no. You talking about.
It ain't no goddamn Rudy's.
You talking about Timmy Chan.
Oh yeah.
See, we ain't talking about no Timmy Chan.
We talking about
what?
Rudy's right now.
Wait, which Frenchies?
Shout out my nigga Spain.
Which Frenchies? That's important. Which Frenchies though? That's important.
Oh, you come up with which Frenchies?
Because
we got a lot of them
that
in the tray. But see, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you
That
some
one
real
is just
shit.
alright.
Let me give you some Frenchies and Timmy Chan game.
Yeah.
Neither one of them is the one from the one. Cause they all, it's franchise now. It's everywhere. So y'all coming in and exiting off and get the franchise. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, that ain't the one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but like Timmy Chan, that ain't gonna never be Timmy Chan no more. The one that I had smelling all down the street when I was a kid. That ain't the one for y'all right there. But I'm tired of hearing about that Williams and that Rudy's.
Nah, you got Rudy's.
I'm just saying.
We got those big mamas in there.
Oh, y'all got one big mama. Nah,
mama.
on the cool though. I'm a chicken lover. I love Rudy's too.
Let me apologize.
Big reform in the building.
Let me apologize for not introducing them to the food the correct way in the city, man.
That would be a good food thing though. A Houston versus Dallas food.
Hey now.
Did we?
Hey now.
Look, did we take your ass to Big T, get you a couple of slices of pizza? Yeah, it's gonna be sleep.
I ain't gonna lie though. I eat good when I come here though. I eat good.
Yeah.
But that's a good argument for. I thought it was It's Rudy's. Rudy's and French's. I got something for y'all.
But they ain't got a candle. They ain't holding a candle to no Rudy's now.
I can't wait till you get down there. And I see you, I'm gonna bring that up. Hey man, this is one that talking about. We can't.
Take me to that French's you talking about.
I'm gonna take it.
Because we done exited off and been by it.
There's only one.
You can't miss it. And that hoe like a trap house.
Man.
You can take that down. I'm gonna take it. That's a bold.
Yeah. He got.
Make sure you eat that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what that Rudy do. I'm gonna see.
Call my nigga Spain. Yeah. Nah,
I
for real. Man, before we get up out of here, man, just let the people know what you got coming up. The new music they need to be looking out for, shows, whatever.
Legend Hotel next week, man. What I try to do, man, is this at this stage in my career, man, I just try to catch a vibe. We do this music. I try to do it for more than it. I'm gonna get some money regardless. I'm blessed. So I just try to do it. The Legend Hotel, just a vibe. I was in the backyard last summer, spent up a bunch of money, made the pool, and I'm like, you know what? I'm finna put an album to that. I'm always doing 25 summers. I'm gonna put an album to that. So Legend Hotel next week, it's a whole vibe. After that, I got the Double Cup soundtrack part 2 with me and Slim Thug.
Ooh, I'm waiting on that one.
I got Cal Wayne and LD album on the way. Nobody don't even know that. That's my first time announcing it right now.
Shout out LD.
The Cal Wayne and LD, they gonna do an album. And then I got me and Power Wild on 713 Day. That's Slab Talk too. So man, we just be working, man. And like I say, for as much homage and everything that y'all are, man, it's a blessing to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like for somebody to want to talk, interview, do any of that at this stage of our career. People always think about it's the homage for us. No, this is a blessing to be here and answer these questions and still getting the love this late in our career. So I appreciate y'all having me for real.
Nah, man. Hey, you know. Oh, merch.
Selfmade713.com. That's me. SLF, not no E in the selfmade. SLFMAD713.com. We have a beautiful run from the hoodies to the t-shirts, everything. God has blessed me with that merch. I've been doing it about 12 years. And that's something to brag on because you can quit merch fast. That's why you see people, they start in June and it's over by Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That merch will drive your ass crazy. So thank y'all for supporting the merch. All the fans have been good. I ain't making nothing. I done gave that to my kid. They don't even give me none of the money. You know what I'm saying? They just let me wear it and put it on. I do the drop. And when the cash come in, they burning it up. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for the merch. Selfmade713.com, Legend Hotel, Don Key on all the platforms, and Dallas Real Life Street Stars. It was a motherfucking blessing.
Man, no doubt, bro. Is there anything else that people might need to support, sleep on if they want to feature? Is there any way to holler at the Key Man?
I'm from a show standpoint, you can catch me on any of the platform. You can get all my business and then like I say, I run by Don Key 713 on everything. DONKE 713. And look out for the movies. Look out for the stuff we're doing. We just branching in. Man, all we doing, man, is just capitalizing on the blessings and the shit that's in front of us, man. That's been giving us an opportunity. We still able to do this here. Thank y'all, man. You know, like I really appreciate it. So y'all tap in. Y'all rock with the Don. It's a big salute. SUC.
Man, you know, as a dude who grew up on your music and, you know, watched you be able to progress, to see you sitting here right now looking the same, shining the same, and living life, man, is truly a blessing, brother. We're so glad to have you. Thank you for coming, giving us some of your time. Yes, and this is the best part. Don Key, Lil Keke, you are a real life street star.